Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? What is this? I've always been pulling up stuff on my phone that I don't even know what it is. Happy Saturday evening. It's Sunday evening to you. Well, it's Sunday for you. I don't know what time, if it's evening or if it's whatever. I'm charging my phone. And I was talking on the phone and I already poured my Diet. I like drank almost my entire Diet Coke. Oh, look at my cup. I love my little pee-pee cup so much. She's so sweet. And I've almost drank my entire Diet Pepsi. It's empty. So, how are we doing? We doing good? How you perking? Hope you're perking good. I just want to show you something because I'm real over it, okay? Can you see my windshield? I have been driving around and talking on the phone. It is 2:05 a.m. And I have like put the heat on. I put the air on. I've opened the windows. And my there it goes again. I just, look here. And there it goes. Watch, I'm gonna show you, okay? So here I put on the air or the heat and watch, it starts going away. See? It starts going away. Can you see? And it comes back in like 2 seconds. I'm like so over it. I don't know what to do. I hate it. Anyway. What a day it has been. I mean, it really hasn't been that big of a day. I got up, I slept in today because I like late, you guys. I slept until like 2:30. And Alex was just home all day long. He slept in too, but not that late. He got up like probably noon, I think. I stayed up late last night. I watched the second episode of, it's back. I watched the second episode of, or I finished the second episode of I'll Be Gone in the Dark. You guys, it's so good. If you have HBO and you like true crime, watch it. It is so, so, so good. And then, who is coming over here from the gas station? Oh, they're leaving. I was like, are they coming over here? I'm sitting in this like strip mall that I've sat before to like read my phone, but like I don't sit in here to like vlog, and it kind of scares me because it's kind of like out, like not really buy anything. Although this restaurant, this Goodfellas restaurant, whoever said that they were from McCordsville, I'm like by you right now. But this Goodfellas restaurant that's right over here, it's a pizza place. Like the first or second time, no, because the second time or the third time that our friend Brittany, we like hung out with her, like was at this like pool thing at this restaurant here in town. They used to have this outside pool thing called Rehab in the summers on Sundays. We used to go to it all the time, and it just was a lot for me to be out there all day long with everybody, you know, partying and stuff. But anyway, one day after it was over, she like hosted this thing out there because she was Miss Indiana USA at the time. And like we would host it too. We weren't Miss Indiana USA just because we did a lot of like promotions and things here in town, promoting events. And so we hosted it with her. And afterwards we came here and we ate at Goodfellas. It's actually a really cute restaurant inside. It's like a pizza place, like bar in there and stuff like that. But the food was delicious, but that's the only time I've ever been there. And then there's an Anytime Fitness, which is a gym. And then there's Happy Cuisine, which is like Chinese food. And then there's a Subway. And then Huntington Learning Center, I don't know what that is. I guess it's where you learn. And then there's like, is it like SATs and stuff? Oh, it says like reading and math. I can't read this far away. Tutoring, test site, something else. Morelli's Cleaners, Bella PC Nails and Spa. I don't know, I guess you get your nails done there. And then Big Red Liquors. And everything's closed. And then a Shell gas station is behind me. Cheers. Do you ever one of those days that you just don't really want to do anything? That was my day today. So, hold on. I have two cords down here. I have my auxiliary cord, and that I like listen to stuff. Like, if I'm listening to music, I just connect it to my iPod, but through my Bluetooth. But if I'm like listening to like a vlog or something while I'm driving, I just like put it over here and just listen to it. then I hook it up to my auxiliary cord. Okay, so sometimes I do that if I'm like listening to a really long video. I know some of you do that with my vlogs, I'm sure. Oh, did Steven post another video? It's playing 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins right now on my iPad. Okay, I turned it on my radio so that it wouldn't go to and drain my battery since I'm charging my battery. So I want to see if he's posted any videos. Probably not. But he did comment on it, and he said that he and his mom were like crying. That like meant so much to me. Tell me why. Here, I already have Stephen Hill right here. But I have to go in and I have to look up upload date and channel, and then that's how I have to find him. The last time I looked, he had passed 100 subscribers, and I was really excited because when I looked at his channel the other day, he had like 29. I was like, oh my god, he's gained some subscribers. I'm so happy. He's got 104 subscribers and 3 videos right now. Steven, I'm waiting for your next vlog. So anyway, his vlog last night, was it last night that I listened to it? The night before. It was super powerful. See, I should have listened to it today and then commented on it, because there was a lot in there that I wanted to comment on. He just said some really good stuff. But anyway, because he has a 3rd vlog up now. He has his intro vlog, and then a 2nd vlog, and then a 3rd vlog. And, but anyway, he told some real interesting stories in there. What was I gonna say? He talks a lot about Abraham Hicks. I think that Abraham Hicks, I'm gonna look him up. I think he's the guy that does like religious mediumship or something. I don't know why I think that. I was thinking about it. I should have just looked him up. I Google everything else. Abraham Hicks. Esther Hicks. Often credited as Abraham Hicks, is an American inspirational speaker and author. She's co-written 9 books with her late husband Jerry Hicks, presented numerous workshops on the law of attraction with Abraham Hicks publications, and appeared in the original version of the 2006 film The Secret. She's 72 years old. Her full name is Esther Weber, and her husband passed away, Jerry Hicks, in 2011. I was like, how young was her husband? Because it says 1978 to 2011. I was like, well, I was born in 1972. So that means that he was 6 years younger than me, and she's 72. I was like, but it's like the years that they were married. They were married from 1978 to 2011. See, this is how dumb I am. This is why I almost never graduated from high school. I always say that, like I almost didn't graduate from high school, and people are like, you didn't graduate from high school, how do you have a master's degree? I graduated from high school, but just barely. People pulling into this gas station and stuff kind of freak me out, because it's like so late, like it's late, you know? So anyway, I got up at 2:30, and I want to talk about lemonade stands later, because I was trying to take a nap tonight. My sleep schedule is so screwed up, you guys. I cannot fall asleep, and I lay there, and then I turn, and I start talking to Boo and Tucker. Like, Boo's always like asleep, but then Tucker like sits up like this, and he just like looks at me, so it's like Boo, it's like Tucker and I having like, I call it a sleepover. And then Tucker and I just like talk, and I'm like, did you have a good day today? Like, we do the whisper thing, you know? The whisper game. Like, it's kind of like Big Brother, you know, when they're out on the couches late at night building alliances. It's kind of like that. Tucker and I have like these talks late at night. I'll be like, did you have a good day today? What'd you learn? What'd you do today? Did you have fun running outside? And I'll talk to Boo Radley, and then I always tell him the story of how they came into our lives. And when the woman said to us, when their mom started growling, and the woman that we bought the dogs from, she said, they're not going to hurt your babies. And then I always say, and we never have we? And you live with us now. They're so sweet. They are so, so, so sweet. Boo Radley, he fits himself in between Alex and I's pillows now. Like, this is his sleeping place. Sometimes he still sleeps on my chest or like right here, but like his favorite place to sleep is in between the pillows. And even if there's like just that much room, he will like push himself in and get into like a little circle in between the pulleys. He's just like all stuck in there with his head like this, or his head pushed like way down. He loves that. So anyway, but Boo Radley wasn't having no discussions tonight. He was tired, or last night when I came home, or I came in and went to bed. But like then I laid there and I just couldn't fall asleep. I couldn't fall asleep. I couldn't fall asleep. I just was up. And I know it's because my sleep schedule is so screwed up. But then tonight, I like tried to lay down and take a nap at like 10:30, 10:45. I was like, I'm just gonna lay down for an hour. Tanya and I were gonna actually go get a fountain Coke. And then she said her tummy wasn't feeling well. She texted me. I said, I said fountain Coke or fountain with a question mark. And she said, my tummy hurts. My tummy. That's what she said. I said, okay, I hope you feel better. So anyway, my birthday's on Monday. Did you know that? It is. I'm real excited about it. Like, this is how it is. Like, I don't like fanfare and I don't like, you know, tons of attention. But now that it's getting closer and closer to my birthday, like I said to Alex like 3 times today, I was like, you know, Monday is my birthday. Do you guys want to know what I asked for my birthday? Okay. So we're not real big on birthday presents anymore. Like, we just aren't, because we have everything we need, and we have, you know, if we want something, we go get it. We don't have extravagant desires anyway. And Alex really loves to just like get online and shop at like ASOS and stuff. So I just got him, I said, what do you want? I said, I want to get you something nice. And I was going to actually get him like, so he uses like a wallet like mine. I don't know if you've seen my wallet. Alex actually bought me this, and I really love it. Before, I had another Gucci one. So he bought me this Gucci wallet, and it has like a tiger on it. Can you see? He got me, a couple years ago, probably like 7 or 8 years ago, he got me a Gucci messenger bag, which quite frankly, I almost never use. It's like in perfect condition, it's brand new. But the inside pocket perfectly fits like one of these wallets. And so he got, it's like the old school, like the G's from Gucci. Like, if we were gonna have nice, like, high-end stuff, like, and that's pretty much, he has, like, a Louis Vuitton messenger bag, I have that, and then that's it. Like, that's, as, like, well, wallets, we have nice wallets, but other than that, that's it. And, I was gonna say keychains, but I don't even know, I just use my keys and put them in my pocket these days. But anyway, it's so hot in here with that heat on for the window, my God. Okay, but now let me just show you, I don't know what I did, but the window has cleared up, look at that. So, hello, hi window. So anyway, but I do love these Gucci wallets. And so he got me this, okay, so the first one I had, like I had it for like 6 or, I don't even know when he would have bought that for me, 6 or 7 years, maybe he bought it for me, that was like one of my groom's gifts. No, because it was like Valentine's Day, or it was like a birthday present. He got me the it was my birthday or Christmas. He got me the messenger bag with the wallet inside of it. And the messenger bag I don't use a lot. Quite frankly, I don't love it, and I'll tell you why. Like, I love it, but I don't like to use it because, like, see, this has zippers on it and stuff. I got this off of Amazon, and this was like cheap. I mean, I love it, but it wasn't like super expensive or anything like that. But I do love the super dry band from Japan, but their stuff doesn't fit me because it's like, their clothes are really cute, but they don't fit me because I'm so like large margin charge. But so he bought me the bag, the reason I don't like it is because it has a flap that goes over with like the metallic thing that, like, you know, like it just like the magnet, metallic thing, the magnet that just kind of like latches on. And God, it's so hot in here, come on. So I don't love it because of that, because like if you turn it upside down or you drop it on the floor, everything comes out of it, like the lip glosses and everything falls out of it. So I don't love it because of that. And his, like, I think his Louis Vuitton one, does it have like a zipper on it or something? Like, I feel like there's a way that it keeps his stuff from coming out. I don't know. But anyway, so I don't use it a lot because of that. It's very nice. Like, if we go to something, like, I usually take it to that, but that's like the only thing. People always laugh at me when I carry my stuff in anyway. You know, if I go into a restaurant and I carry this in, my friends are like, did you bring your purse? I'm like, just shut up, okay? But anyway, he got me this like last year sometime. I can't remember, for something, and I love it. But I don't need another wallet forever. I used to get these wallets from Toddland, and they, like, I have one that has like a mustache on it. I have another one that says Tennessee on it. I love the brand Toddland. Their stuff's really cute. They used to sell it in Urban Outfitters. I totally forgot to send this off. Okay, so anyway, well, now I know. If you don't know what you don't know is a lot. What was I saying about presents? Oh, presents. So For his birthday, I just bought him an ASOS gift card because that way he can, like, you know, get online and he can just, like, shop for what he wants to shop for. So he asked me, he was like, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, and he's like, well, you can't tell me that. Like, you got me a nice gift card. Like, I'm going to get you something. And I'm like, babe, I don't even know. Like, I don't know. Like, because if there's something that I want, I go get it, you know? Like, and like I said, like, we don't spend a lot of money on stuff, you know? We just don't. Like, I mean, my biggest spending is, like, if I go with Tanya on, like, to a Meijer, you know, or Walmart, and we haven't done that in forever, you know, and I'll drop, like, $50. I mean, I don't even spend the kind of money I used to spend at, like, Meijer and Walmart anymore on, like, candles and candle waxes. I don't do that anymore. Hell, I haven't bought candle waxes in forever. I don't need to. I got so many of them. But anyway, and we, like, for Christmas, when we went Black Friday shopping, I bought all those candles at Bed Bath & Beyond, and we're still using those. Most of them we haven't even used because I put them in the candle warmer. The light shines down on, you know? So then it, like, they last for a really long time. They're supposed to be better that way. Anyway, Natalie told me that. So, and I love it. I think she sent it to me. I love it. And let's see, what else? Oh, so he asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I said I want a percolator. It's $44, and it's at Target, and it's an old school percolator. I actually sent him a picture of it tonight. Because he's like, don't tell me that's what you want. And I said, if you don't really want it. And he was like, we already have all these other coffee things. Because I've wanted a percolator for a while now, you know. And, because it reminds me of, like, my mom and stuff like that. I said, no, I'll use it. I really will. I mean, not like every day, but I'll use it. And so I sent him a picture of it. I just think it would be fun in the fall and stuff, you know, like to make a pot of coffee with a percolator. Where is it at, the picture that I sent him? Oh, here it is. So it's the $44.69 Presto 12 cup stainless steel coffee maker. You can't see it, you know. Anyway, can you see it? That's what I want, that percolator. Because my mom and I, we used to make coffee in that back in the day, and she would put like a tablespoon of vanilla in there, because we had read that like in Betty Smith's Tree Grows in Brooklyn. I love that movie so much. I haven't watched, I gotta put that on my list. I haven't watched that in forever. Well, I don't think I only ever watched it one time back in the day with my mom, maybe more than once, I don't know. Movies to watch. A Tree Grows in Brooklyn. I feel like I bought the book on Audible because it was on sale. Let me look and see, because I would love to listen to that. I feel like I did. Do you love the sound of a car late at night? I do. Tree Grows in Brooklyn. It's not in my library, but you can get it. It's 14 hours and 55 minutes. Oh, the cover is really nice. A moving coming-of-age story set in the 1900s, A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, follows the lives of 11-year-old Francie Nolan, her younger brother Neely, and their parents, Irish immigrants, who've settled in the Williamsburg section of Brooklyn. Johnny Nolan is as loving and fanciful as they come, but he is also often drunk and out of work, unable to find his place in the land of opportunity. His wife, Katie, scrubs floors to put food on the table and clothes on their children's backs. That scared the hell out of me. Oh my God, I looked up and saw those lights. I was like, oh my God. His wife, Katie, scrubs floors to put food on the table. I'm scared out here. Lock my door, my windows. His wife, Katie, scrubs floors to put food on the table and clothes on her children's backs, instilling in them the values of being practical and planning ahead. When Johnny dies, leaving Katie pregnant, Francie, smart, pensive, and hoping for something better, cannot believe that life can carry on as before. But with her own determination and that of her mother behind her, Francie is able to move toward the future of her dreams, completing her education and heading off to college, always carrying the beloved Brooklyn of her childhood in her heart. I don't remember anything about her going to college, but I do remember something about making coffee, and it wasn't in the percolator. Something about making coffee like a thing on a stove and putting vanilla in it, and that's why my mom and I did it. And I still haven't finished The Night Stalker, and I probably won't even finish it. So our live stream is not until next weekend. I'm like having such a hard time getting through it because I'm just like wanting to watch TV and stuff like that. Oh my God, I finished. So I told Alex I wanted a percolator for my birthday, and I wanted a bouquet of flowers. And I told him, I said, don't go to McNamara florist. It's real expensive. Don't go to some florist. I said, just go to the grocery store. I just like want white pom-poms, something all white, or stargazer lilies are actually my favorite flowers. But Alex doesn't like the smell of them. Like it really like it. He really doesn't like the smell of them. So I was like, don't do stargazer lilies, which he probably will do now that I said that. Because I know you don't like him. I said, just do like white pom-poms or something. I said, I haven't gotten flowers in a long, long time. I would love to have flowers. We don't buy flowers for each other very often. Alex doesn't actually really love flowers, like to get them. He thinks it's kind of a waste of money. I don't. I think they're beautiful. I love to have fresh flowers in my house. Steven was actually talking about that in his vlog. So I said, that I wanted flowers. You know, something that we learned in our marriage counseling was this. It was interesting. Like, it wasn't about like me wanting flowers and Alex not buying them, but that was like the analogy that was used. Or was this somebody else that told me this? That like, you know, like a lot of couples will fight and then like somebody like, I'm just using this as an example, okay? But like the wife will say, well, you never bring me flowers. And the husband will be like, well, you didn't tell me that you wanted flowers. I think it's kind of true sometimes. Like, I think we have to tell people like what we want. And Alex is very like straightforward with that. Like, he's like, tell me what you want me to do and I'll do it. Like, as far as like gifts or birthday and stuff like that. And I'm always kind of like, you think it up, you think it up. He's like, no, because I don't want to do something and then it not be what you want. Like, tell me what you want and I'll do it for you and make you happy, right? But I always kind of felt like that took the mystery out of it. But like with Alex, like he would prefer for like planning it himself, telling me what he wants me to do, and then I do it, and that makes him happy. And so we've kind of learned to like communicate that way. Like, we don't do that so much with like Christmas. Like, we give each other like a list of like 10 things, and we each pick like 1 or 2 things off the list, you know? We just don't buy gifts the way that we used to for each other, because we did, like when we first got together, like we spent like we blew money on presents for each other, and it's just like, you know, holidays and stuff like that. And it's just like, today we'd rather have experiences like travel. It's like, why we save our money to travel, or why we save our money just to have it down the road in case of emergencies and stuff like that. And so like, I mean, we also spend a lot of money like, you know, on food, and like when we would go out to eat a lot and stuff like that. So we don't do like the big gifts like we used to. But the only like really big luxury thing I've ever wanted in my life, like that I've really like cared about, I don't really care about like cars. Like, if I could have like the car of my dreams, like, it's interesting. I thought like when Alex got his Wrangler, I would be like, God, I wish I had gotten a Wrangler. But I don't feel that way. I really don't. Like, I love this car. But like, if money were not an issue, I would like, I love Range Rovers. I love like a Porsche Carrera, but it's not practical, you know, like for me, but I love them. I love them. But those would be like the 2 cars that I probably would like go for if I was gonna get a car, like a dream car. Like the only, I love watches. I love nice watches. It's been my dream always to have a Cartier tank watch. And I was thinking about this the other day, because I had talked about this on here one time. I was like, well, I could save like, you know, like $100 or $200 a month if I had it, and put that into like a special account. And then when I had the money to buy it, just go buy it. But then I was like, but I would get that money saved up, and then I would feel like this is foolish to go spend all this money on a watch, right? But I'm not somebody that, other than like really nice luxury trips, ever really treats myself to anything. Like, I just never have really, you know? And I remember when my dad was, I think he was when he turned 50, he bought himself like a nice Rolex. And my dad is somebody that really could give a rat's ass about luxury stuff, although he drives really nice cars. That's like the only thing my dad cares about. They have a nice house and he drives nice cars. But, like my dad is very much like, I mean, we dress identical, like cut off jean shorts and like a t-shirt, and like he wears like boat shoes always. My dad always has boat shoes on, like Sperry's, and they're like Sperry's that he's had for 10 years, you know, with paint splattered all over him and stuff like that. My dad's just very rugged, and so he had always just worn this Timex watch that he had like forever, you know? And when he turned 50, he like went and bought himself this watch. I think my stepmom said something to him like, you never buy yourself really anything. Like, why don't you buy yourself something nice? And so he bought this Rolex, and I can't remember what happened. He had it for like, well, he's gonna be 80 this year. I think he had it for like 10 years. And something happened. He was somewhere like at a meeting or something, and he like took it off and he like put it on his like pad, and he like walked out of the room, and he came back like 20 minutes later, like after the meeting was over or something. It was like he was out of town at something, and he came back like 20 minutes later and realized that like he was like had forgotten his watch, and he came back and the watch was gone, and nobody ever returned it, and he never found it. Like nobody like turned it in, and he went and got a Timex. He's like, I don't need a Rolex anymore. I think my stepmom at one point might have bought him a Rolex again, but my dad has like the really basic, like, it's like he has like the diver's Rolex, because my dad used to like, you know, be in water all the time with like sailing and stuff. So I mean, they're all like waterproof, but he has the one that's not like the chain link kind of looking band. It's more of like the solid looking band around. My stepmom has a really nice watch, but she likes watches and jewelry and stuff, and so he's always bought her stuff like that, which is so funny because my mom, like, my mom was not somebody that, it's so funny every once in a while when I catch myself when I talk about my mom in first person, or present tense, not first person, but like present tense, like she's still here. My mom was not somebody that like really cared a lot about jewelry until my dad married my stepmom, and then she started getting really nice jewelry. And then my mom was like, I don't know why I didn't like ask for nice things, because your dad would have gotten it for me. And like my mom's engagement ring was super, super small. I actually found out, like she got it appraised, and she found out, and it was appraised for $400 and some dollars. Like at the time that they bought it. But it's just like the smallest like emerald in the entire world. I still have it. I thought about having it turned into something, but I don't know, what am I having an emerald turned into that I'm gonna wear, you know? But anyway, she like left it in an envelope and for me to have when she passed away. She didn't wear it, you know, for like ever. She wore her wedding band on her other finger. Sometime, I think she did, maybe, I don't remember now. Maybe she didn't, I don't know. I don't think she did, maybe she didn't, I don't know. I do know that was really hard for her to stop wearing her wedding band, because she told me that one time years later. But I can remember, like, when my stepmom would get really nice jewelry. Like, my stepmom loved, like, you know, diamonds and amethysts and stuff like that. And she would say, I should have, like, asked your dad for jewelry when we were married. But for my mom's 60th birthday, I asked her what she wanted for her birthday. It was, like, 60th birthday or that Christmas. I can't remember. And I said, what do you want? And she said, I want these earrings. And they were from QVC. And I was like, what earrings are they? And they were like some ridiculous size, like 5 carat, like diamond studs. But they were, Diamondique is what they were called. And I said, Mom, you want me to get you these fake diamond earrings? Like, people are they're gonna like, you know that they're fake. They're gonna clock them, you know? And she was like, I'm 60 years old. Nobody's gonna ask me. And she wore these things with pride. She's like, she goes, you cannot tell that they are not real. I'm like, they're like 5, they're huge or whatever. I don't know how big of a carat, you know, like I don't know anything about diamond sizes or anything, but she wore them. Like, I mean, these would probably have been like I don't know, $50,000 or $100,000 diamond earrings, you know? And she wore these things with pride. And I'm like, I think I paid something like $29.99 for them. She did not care. She was like, you know, she was like, I don't care about any of it. She was like, nobody's gonna ask me. But anyway, I got her actually one year. There's a store here in Indianapolis. I don't know if it still exists. It's called Details. It's at Keystone at the Crossing if it still exists. But they had really cute like jewelry and beaded jewelry. My mom loved that kind of stuff. Like she loved like really kind of unique pieces. And it's gonna stop. Hold on. She loved really like unique little pieces, like beaded pieces or whatever. They also had that art there. My cousin and I both collect these. It's called the Storyteller. His name's, I think, David something. I have a couple of them in the kitchen, a couple in the bathroom. Well, I don't have them in the bathroom anymore because we need to get the bathroom painted and I took them down. But I used to buy them from my mom too. And then these beautiful, like little like watercolor paintings. And he writes these stories around them. This one that I got my mom one time was like this big monster, and he was like over this dancing on top of this garden, and it said, I used to keep a garden of beautiful flowers, but the weeds started taking over the garden, and then it became too much trouble. So one day, something about, no, it wasn't about weeds in the garden. It was something about one day I just let it go because it's much easier to be free or something like that. Like, let me see if I can find one on here and I'll read you like what they say. They're really cool. Storyteller paintings. I don't know what his name is. Caroline has all of the, it's not pulling any of them up. Is it the Storyteller? Storyteller paintings. God, I have them at home. I wish I knew what it was called. I'll have to look it up and share them with you again. So let me go through here and see. God, it sure isn't pulling up any of them. Well, he's not from Indiana, is he? Put in Indiana. I don't think he's from Indiana. I've looked him up before. I honestly cannot believe that it's not pulling up anything. Okay, Storyteller paintings, postcards, because they have those too, with poems. Let's see if that pulls up anything. The Storyteller, On the Journey of Poetry, David Hamilton. That's not it. I cannot believe this is not pulling up. Wait. No. It's like Art of the Postcard. Oh, wait. No. That's all it pulls up? Maybe it's not the Storyteller. I'm almost positive that's what it is. Caroline and I were just talking about this not too long ago. I honest to God cannot believe that this is not pulling up any of them. Maybe they don't make them anymore. Maybe he's gone or something. Well, anyway, there's these really colorful paintings, and they're like all done on like white, like background. I'm like going through here to see if I can find it, and there's not one on here. I almost cannot believe this. That kind of looks like one. This is unbelievable to me. Okay, I want to look this up really quick. Details, Indianapolis. Details. I wonder if they have a website. Because if they have a website, they'll have them on there. Because that's where they sell them. Indianapolis. Details gift shop, Indianapolis. Closed. All the details, Indy. Someone said went looking for a reasonably priced mattress. They don't have mattresses there. Someone said, what did they say here? God, I wish Caroline was still. Oh, I have to go into Yelp. I'm not doing all that. I wish Caroline was still up. I would call her and ask her. A storyteller? Oh no. I just X'd out of my HBO thing. Damn it, Janet. Why did I do that? I can't believe I just did that. Now I can't go in and watch it until tomorrow when it's on. Because you get a code one time and that's the only time you can go, and I went in and I X'd it out. Damn it, I'm so mad. Well, anyway, there were these cool little... I don't even know how I got talking about that. It doesn't even matter, does it? You guys are like, Peter, we don't care. You've been on that for 15 minutes. I think 6 minutes and 31 seconds now looking for it. But anyway, so, but I was talking about the watch. So I was thinking to myself, because we've been saving and saving and saving. I was like, Peter, why don't you just take some of the money out and go buy this watch? You know, like, you're not going to live forever. This is like something that you've wanted since I was like, literally, I've wanted this watch since I was like 20, like after I got sober. So 24, 25, 23, no, probably 24, 25. So I've wanted this watch for like 20 some years of my life. Like, just go get it. Like, it's not like it's a $20,000 watch, you know? But it's an expensive watch. I mean, if I get it, I'll probably never get an expensive watch in my life again, obviously. But I've never had one. I mean, I have... Is it even in here? No, it's the wood watch. I have it at home. But I did a sponsorship buy. That's like the only watch I ever wear. I used to wear watches all the time. Oh, I just splashed this all over myself. Hell's bells. Oh, well. It's whatever. Do you see that? Peter Monn. It's like all over me. God, I wish I could find out what that was. The Storyteller. Storytelling. Okay. The story. I'm gonna look one more thing up. Teller. Abstract drawings. Maybe it's a draw. Maybe they consider them drawings. No. I got really excited for a second. You guys have no idea. I was like, oh my god, I found it. But I didn't. I also have to show them sometime from home because I have them like on the kitchen counter. I love them though. Maybe I should just... I just pulled up Thomas Kinkade. It's not Thomas Kinkade. Do you guys know who Thomas Kinkade was? My mom actually worked at the Thomas Kinkade store. She never sold a painting once, except for that the one she bought for me. I actually have a collector's edition of Thomas Kinkade. I think it's worth nothing. Is this it? No, but it's a Christmas one that my mom got me. She worked at this Thomas Kinkade. So Thomas Kinkade is like this religious painter, and he, like, every painting that he does has like a light in it that's supposed to represent Jesus Christ or something like that. But anyway, my mom used to say, they'll be worth a lot someday. She didn't work there very long. She's like, they'll be worth a lot someday. And she got me this one. It's like this Christmas town. It's real pretty, but it's like, I mean, it's not like my favorite kind of like artwork or anything by any means. But it was nice, you know. I don't know why I think that's so funny in retrospect. I mean, it's not really, I guess, but it kind of is. I don't have it hanging in my house or anything. It's in the basement. It's just like hidden in the basement. Okay, let's go in and read some comments from the vlog. Somebody the other day said something. I saw some comment, and it was on my drama channel, and someone said about, like, it was such a nice comment. They said, like, I love you, Peter. It's so nice that you, like, read comments. And someone said he doesn't respond to comments ever, which is hard to do, you guys. As much as I post, honestly, I do read every comment. I sit outside and I go through every comment. And sometimes if I know I'm gonna read them on the vlog, I wait until tonight. Like, if not, then I'll go home and I'll, like, read them before I go to bed, like from the day before the vlog. But and then somebody else came back and they said, do you watch his vlog? He reads comments on his vlog. And the person was like, no, I guess I need to. And the other person responded and said something like, yeah, I can't remember how it happened or where it happened, but whoever it was, I appreciate it, because you were like, yeah, he reads comments out loud and it means so much. So I really appreciate that. I have fun reading the comments out loud. We're gonna read Steven's comment here in a second, because I saw it earlier. Melissa said, happy legal anniversary. I bet the women at the courthouse were so excited to get to help gay couples get married. I know I would have been. All the love in the world to you and Alex. Thank you so much. I have to tell you, Alex posted this picture, but I did not read the caption underneath it, because I was literally sitting next to him when he was posting it in bed. And so I got on here tonight and I, like, read what he said, and I just, like, almost, like, teared up. This was literally, like, right before he took this picture of us yesterday in bed. So it's just such a fantastic picture of me, but I don't care. I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today, and I was like, we were talking about Instagram, and I said, we were talking about, like, likes and stuff on Instagram. I said, I literally do not, like, filter my pictures or anything. Like, I take the picture and I throw it up, you know? Like, I mean, I like to post pictures on Instagram. I have fun doing it. That's why I have 900 selfies of myself. Self-love. But anyway, he was like, yeah, I don't either. And, but anyway, I just, like, I don't really care about, like, I'm at the point where I'm like, if I take a bad picture, I don't really care. It doesn't mean anything. You know, Alex took the picture and we were like, here. He's like holding it way up. I'm like, could you hold that camera down a little bit more so my head's not like this? And he put it down and he took it and he goes, oh, that's so cute of you. That's all I care about, is that he thinks that, you know? So this was Alex's comment underneath here. He said, we said I do in Vegas in August 25th, 2011 in front of our family and closest friends. We wrote our ceremony and shared our own vows. We got married the way we wanted to, even if it wasn't legal, because that was our moment. In 2014, Indiana legalized same-sex marriage for 48-ish hours. We rushed to Indy City Court on June 26th and legalized our already 3-year-old union. It was emotional for different reasons. We were part of history. We finally graduated from third-class citizens and became equal to every other married couple in the entire country. Although it's not our wedding anniversary, it's a day to celebrate. And we're doing so tucked in our home with our babies watching TV and eating Thai food. Happily, legally married anniversary, Peter Monn. I love you so much. Isn't that so sweet? I love my husband so much. I think this shit that we've gone through has just made me even love him more, honestly. Some of the things that people post on Instagram, I just do not understand. was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna read quotes, or I was gonna read quotes. I was gonna read a comment on here. Okay. Another Melissa said, hello, hello, hello. Glow said, blue heart. Queen Mary novel writing, blue heart. Old ladies are up to stuff too. Offbeat vegan beauty and life, blue heart. That's funny, Mom. Blue heart and smiley face. Jen said, I cannot imagine having to hurry your legal wedding because you know that right will be taken from you. We still have such a long way to go. At least the ladies working there were kind and open-hearted. And Alex being the first Venezuelan powerful. I love that story. I love this story. I love this story. Thank you for sharing your memory. And come on, who wouldn't love Alex? Aww. You know, it's interesting because, like, when you said having to rush our wedding because you know that's going to be taken from you, I honestly, like, I can remember just, like, going through the whole thing and just being so kind of, I don't know what this was, me flipping my hair. I just was, like, so calm about the whole thing. I just was kind of like, yeah, like, I'm excited, you know, like, I think maybe even looking back, I was kind of, like, a little, like, numb about the whole thing. Now there's people walking by over here, making me nervous. I was just kind of, like, numb about the whole thing. I was kind of, like, I think, looking back, I just was, like, it just seems so unbelievable to me, you know? Like, it really does. All right. Jen also said 203rd like, blue hearts. In my experience, drinking milk after a spice, please like my videos. It really means a lot to me, so thank you. Thank you, Jen. In my experience, drinking milk after spicy food helps more than water. In fact, water can increase the heat. You're so right, and I wish I had remembered that, so thank you for the future. Lanham38 said, happy anniversary to you and Alex. So happy for you this September. Makes 8 years for me and my partner. Yay, we share the same anniversary year. XOXO. Manal, your goodest. Judy. Oh, Manal. She guested with us in the book club. I think I'm pronouncing your name right, I hope. Michelle said, Peter, when you said I like Steven because he jumps around from thing to thing, and if you know channels like that, let me know. I about scream. That's you. LOL. I don't know another channel, but you are it. I mean, I knew that when I said that, which is funny. Holly said, oh, Peter, I love your heart. I cry all the time about sweet people, too. I'm definitely going to watch Steven. He's amazing. He really is. Avril said, love that you do the outro for that one person to get their meditation session for the day, Peter. I got you guys, the outro's long. And I don't really know at this point just how to, like, sign off. Like, I almost feel like I can't do it. Just, like, I have to do the outro. And it just keeps on getting longer and longer and longer. Like, it's just like, I don't mind doing it. Like, I like doing it and it's fun for me to do. But, like, but then, like, as I start saying it, like, I'm in my head, you know, and I'm, like, thinking things. So if you want me to stop it, I will, because it's kind of like the chains on Marley's Ghost at this point. I love doing it, but, like, I start talking about it, and then I start giving examples of what to do, and then I'm like, oh my god, here we're 20 minutes, it's a 20-minute outro. Oh, here it is. Steven said, Peter, you've melted my mom's heart and mine. We were both sitting here crying, haha. I have some things to do, so when I'm done, I'm going to finish watching your vlog. I love you. Thank you for being you. Oh, thank you, Steven. Ray said, hey Peter, or hi Peter, I've been following your drama and book channels for a while, and this is the first time I'm on your vlog channel, and I'm glad that this was the first vlog I watched. As I watched it, it was like I was sitting in the passenger seat talking with you. I love that. LOL. They said, I wanted to say that I feel the same about the YouTube drama. It's kind of draining after a long time. I also want to say happy legal anniversary to you and your husband. I hope your anniversary in August is amazing. Happy early birthday. I'm happy to have watch this. Like, I have no other words than I'm just happy I watched this. You're awesome, and I'll definitely be watching more. Thank you so much. You know, in addressing, like, the YouTube drama, I think people, like, don't understand really, like, that's what I do on that channel. Like, I get a lot of comments, and people are like, if you have these issues, just don't watch these people, and blah, 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 whatever. I don't really watch a lot of these people, to be frank. I mean, I watch them when the drama is going on, but there are some people that I've watched that I've invested in time and energy into, and that I do personally feel like I've had a relationship with them via the phone or the laptop or whatever, and watching their videos. Like, I do, just like you guys do, right? I enjoy doing the drama because it's enjoyable to me to, like, be able to share my opinion. I like to see what people have to say in the comment sections below. But at the same time, like, it's draining. Like, the last couple days, you know, like, I've gotten, like, a lot of criticism, and people are like, oh, you're, like, jumping right on here and making a video. Every drama channel is doing that. I'm, like, actually kind of late to the game. I was noticing this today. Like, the video that I did today was, like, everybody posted it last night. And I was, like, totally fine with that. I was like, you know, I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna talk about this, like, when I'm rested. I'm just not gonna jump onto that. And then tonight, I made 2 videos because something did happen. But I was, like, awake, and I was, like, Alex was upstairs just playing Township, and I had nothing else to do. So it kind of worked out that way. But it's draining to me. It's really draining to me. Like, tonight I just was like, I'm not getting back on Twitter for a while. Like, it's too much. I don't want to see all this kind of stuff. I mean, I appreciate people sending me stuff, and I mean, it's how I, like, know to make certain things in videos or say certain things, so I always appreciate, like, you know, people sending me all of that. But the same tea, whatever you want to call it, you know, but at the same time, like, it's almost kind of like you have to distance yourself from all of it, because it's a lot, you know? Whether you're talking about just, you know, a failure of somebody's makeup brand, to the disintegration of a friendship, to whatever, like, it's not missed on me that these are real people. With real lives and real emotions. But I almost kind of, like, have to detach when I make my video. And I think that, like, I think that's what people don't understand sometimes. Like, in all honesty, like, I see that as, like, that's my job. Like, that's what I do on that channel. And to sit down and talk about things, and it's just not easy sometimes. It's like, you know, sometimes I am very good today with filming my video, like, rendering it, getting it up, posting it, reading, like, through the first comments of the first half an hour, and then I go do something else. It's too much sometimes, you know what I mean? And then I come back and I revisit it like 4 or 5 hours, and I read the comments that are underneath there. But sometimes it's a lot. And then people say, well, then don't do drama anymore, and don't do this, and don't do that. Like, I enjoy doing it. Like, I enjoy the aspect of getting on there and having my opinion and blah, 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 whatever. And I enjoy the fact that people like to hear my opinion, and they like to hear what I have to say. I like to have a platform where I try to provide a space where people can come and they can have an opinion, and they can share their comments as well. I enjoy all of that, but that doesn't mean that I love sitting there and, like, looking at all of it. I mean, it's draining, you know? It is. It's emotionally draining. And I think I'm better now than I was, like, a year ago, as far as, like, just detaching from it, you know, and turning it off. But I've never been that with, like, anything that I do. Like, you know, like, that takes work for me. Like, anything that I do, like, I'm kind of, like, all in. You know, I was watching this documentary, and they're talking about these citizen detectives who are basically people that love true crime, and then they get on the internet late at night. And Michelle McNamara, that wrote the book I'll Be Gone in the Dark, one woman's, I don't know why I can't say that, One Woman's Obsessive Search for the Golden State Killer, by Michelle McNamara. She talks in the documentary about how, that I can't watch now till tomorrow. She talks in there about, like, her husband would go to bed, she'd get her kids ready for, her daughter ready for, you know, to go to sleep, and then she would do this. This was exactly where it, like, almost ended in episode 2. It's very scary, by the way. It's like, anyway. But she talked about, like, she would do this normal bedtime routine. I think that's even what she said. And they, like, show this, like, bathtub with, like, kids' toys in it, like, because, you know, like, she's, like, you know, getting her daughter ready for bed. And then after her husband went to sleep and her daughter went to sleep, she would, like, that's when her work started, you know? And that she almost kind of couldn't shut it off sometimes. I felt like that for a long time with, like, drama and things like that. And I think I've always been interested in kind of like pop culture stuff, whether, you know, it was the Real Housewives or celebrities, reading celebrity magazines. And now that my interest has shifted to YouTube, it's really no different to me than that. But at the same time, it's like, it's hard sometimes, you know, so, you know, but I love when I say that and people are like, well, then just don't watch or just don't do it anymore or don't whatever. And it's like, I get those comments sometimes on my videos and I'm like if you, let's say if you talk to like a writer, you know, that said that it was grueling emotionally to go through what they were doing, would you just tell the writer, well, just don't do what you're doing anymore, then just quit writing? Or if you had an actor, you know, that was, you know, going into character and like method acting, you know, where you're actually like doing that and it was like emotionally draining for them. I mean, I think anything that you do that you're passionate about and that you love, because I love it. I love YouTube. I love every aspect about it. I love doing reviews. I love doing the drama. I love doing all of it. But it's anything that you're passionate about is going to be at some point somewhat draining. And that's a little bit of how it is for me over there sometimes, you know? And now it's like just one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. And, you know, it's like I'll get one comment that will say, like, well, if you don't like this, then just leave. Nobody cares if you're posting videos. And the next comment will be like, I waited 5 hours for you to post this video. So it's like there's no rhyme or reason to it, you know? And I choose, even though this probably sounds crazy because I've been focusing on the negative, but I choose to focus more on like the people that like want me to be there. Like when I'm sitting down on camera, like I'm not thinking about those negative comments. I'm thinking about, I mean, the people that want me to be there. Although I have addressed some of it recently because I'm just like, I don't know. You know, I try to sit down there and I try to talk about what's going on and do it in a way where I'm giving my opinion, I'm giving suggestions, and I'm just having a conversation. There's so many different kinds of drama channels out there. You know, I'm not somebody that's just going to post the receipts. I'm not good at that. I'm not going to ever be that. I'm not going to be somebody that's just going to present the information. I couldn't be a drama channel that does that. And the reason why is I have too many damn opinions, okay? Like, I just couldn't sit there and be silent and just be like, this is what it is. You know what I mean? So, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it as a commentary channel, the way that I do it, you know? And I do get worked up sometimes about stuff, and I do get emotional about stuff sometimes because I feel like it just is a lot, you know? And people are affected by this, and viewers are affected by it. And I feel like one of the things for me is, it's like never been missed on me. And maybe it's because I have smaller channels, you know? Maybe it's because I have a Peterisms channel where I only, which I haven't posted on in 2 days because I've been like so busy that like, that channel, my booktube channel, have suffered the last couple days. But you know, like, maybe it's because I have channels where I don't like get large reception on it, but then that channel does very well. For me, I feel like it does well, right? So, you know, maybe that's why, like each and every person does matter to me. And so sometimes when I'm sitting in that chair, I really feel like I'm advocating for the viewer that has built a relationship with a YouTuber. And you know, this goes back to me, like when I was like, I can remember like when I was playing tennis, and there were lots of moments when I was really bullied, but like one of the areas was like tennis. I was like really never bullied in tennis because when I played for high school, like I didn't really get along with the people I played with, but I wouldn't say that they bullied me. But I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't play tennis anymore, so this isn't like I'm singing my praises, but I was like the best. Like I played, like I was always number one. And so nobody really messed with me, you know, like I played in a lot of leagues when I was growing up. I mean, from like age 5 on. And I played in competitive leagues and things like that. Well, nobody really ever messed with me, so they didn't come for me. My battery died, but I was almost at the end anyway. I think it was at like 29 minutes or something. So anyway, but what I was saying was that was like one area that people like didn't really like bully me, you know, that I was really never made fun of was in tennis, because I was always like number one. If that sounds arrogant, I don't mean it to be that way. It just is the truth. Like, there weren't a lot of natural gifts that I was given in life, but tennis was one of them. And so nobody really messed with me. And, because they knew that they could say whatever they wanted to say, but if we got on court, I was going to beat their butt, and then they were gonna look stupid. So I think that's why like nobody ever said anything for me, or nobody ever said anything to me. But I do remember there was like this one kid, and like he got made fun of a lot, and I always stuck up for him, and I always like was, you know, like I felt bad for him, and I'd always be like, you don't need to talk about him. I remember he and I played doubles for a long time too. He was a pretty good tennis player, but like not like I would say in like the top 10 of our league or anything like that, but he was a good tennis player. And I remember like we somehow got paired up for doubles. He was a better doubles player than he was a singles player. I do remember that. And this was probably like junior high, and I would always defend him, and I would be like, and he hated it. He would get so mad at me. He'd be like, don't defend me. Like later, like when they would all walk away, he'd say like, don't stick up for me. I don't want you to stick up for me, you know? And I never understood it. I was like, dude, I'm doing you a favor. Like you're mad at me, you know? Like I never understood it. But anyway, how did I get talking about that? I totally don't even remember what I was talking about. Shoot, I'm gonna have to I would have to stop this and go back to see what I was I don't even remember what I was talking about. I got so sidetracked with changing the battery and stuff. Wiggle my toes and that'll help me remember. Oh my God, you guys, I honestly cannot remember what I was talking about. Okay. I wasn't bullied in high school. I was always playing the underdog. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I know what I was talking about. So, like, you know what? Maybe if I start driving, like, that'll help. Instead of me just continuing to sit here forever. But, you know, like, when so it's kind of similar, that, like, sticking up for the underdog thing, like, that's only one situation because, like, I was always the one that was made fun of and stuff like that, or bullied, you know? But, like, I kind of feel the same way on YouTube, and I don't know if that makes any sense, and I don't know if that ever translates that way, or if people are like, no, we don't see that at all. But I feel almost like, kind of like with the drama, like I'm sticking up for the viewer, and that, you know, like, or the audience, and that's why I do it sometimes, you know, is to bring attention to, like, things that are going on that maybe the audience doesn't know about because you don't see it on Twitter or whatever, you know? And I try to give my commentary, but at the same time, I try to be, you know, like, cool about it, and also give suggestions based on my own life, you know, and be like, this is what I, you know, think, just giving suggestions based on, you know, my own life and what I've done and whatnot, you know? But anyway, I'm gonna go this way, actually, because I'm not gonna vlog for a whole lot longer. I don't know. I wouldn't trade it in. This windshield, now it's fogging up again. I wouldn't trade it in. I love it, you know, and I feel blessed that people want to watch my videos, and even on that level, I mean, the fact that I have as many people as I do that watch my videos on any given channel, you know, I feel so completely blessed. But, like, you know, like on this channel, I mean, I'm lucky if I break 5,000 views, which to some people probably sounds like a lot, but let's just be for real. Like, this is my 4th year vlogging, okay, every single day, and I average about 25, between 2,000 and 3,000 views a video, maybe 4,000 after a couple days, which is good, you know, but, like, it's not like 100,000 like other vloggers, you know what I mean? And yes, I know it's because it's long and whatever, but, and I don't care, like, I'm happy with what I get, My Peterisms channel, I never get more than like to get 1,000 views on a video over there is because I use some like unbelievably, you know, horribly clickbaiting title, right? And that's the only time I ever do, like, I'm quitting or something like that. And it has nothing to do with that. It'll be about a meditation I read, but I'll title it that, you know, because it'll have something to do with, like, quitting something. And then I'll put, I'm quitting, and, like, it'll get, like, 1,000 views. But that's, like, the only time ever. And then my BookTube channel, there's really no rhyme or reason to, like, the views that I get on that channel. Like, sometimes, like, I'll do a video and, like, a vlog, and it'll get, like, 1,000 views, and I'm like, that's kind of crazy. But mostly my videos on my BookTube channel get between, like, 400 and 600 views. And you know what? I love that. I'm like, okay, still, the 400 and 600 people are still, that's like my high school graduating class, are watching my videos, you know? But each and every person that watches out there, I realize, is a human being. And I have to say that when I watch people, and I feel like they do something that is disrespectful or rude to their audience, and I'm their audience, I feel that personally. You know? I feel like they don't really care if I'm subscribed or not. And that hurts because I've dedicated a time and, you know, whatever to that. And so on my channel, on my drama channel, I try to stand up for the people that are out there that have fallen in love with these people. And, you know, sometimes they don't see it that way, and I understand that, but, like, that's what it is. That's how I try to do it, you know? But I love the drama channel. I love all my channels. And you know, I know people think it's crazy that I have 5 channels, but, like, for me, it works so perfectly because I have such varying interests that I can, like, vlog and I can talk for, like, an hour and a half, and I can just, like, you know, like, talk about whatever I want to talk. This is so, like, this for me is so cathartic, this vlog. Like, I love this vlog. Like, I love being able to just talk to you guys about whatever. Like, I never even think about what I'm going to get on. I have no idea half the time. Lemonade stands. I want to talk about lemonade stands in a second. But I never, like, know really what I'm going to get on here. I might think about, like, oh, I want to tell this story tonight or something like my birthday's coming up, tell a birthday story, which I was going to do, but I'll wait till tomorrow night. But, you know, like, I never think about, I just get on here and talk, and it's so cathartic for me. It's like really just sitting and talking to a friend. Like, I really feel that way when I'm, like, you know, vlogging on here. And I know when people are like, oh yeah, whatever. Well, you get in a car and you vlog for an hour and a half every single night for 4 years, okay? It's obviously my motive isn't, like, anything other than that, because I do enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be for real. It's not like I'm bankrolling on this channel, because I'm just not. I'm just not at all. And in all honesty, anything I make goes into, like, oil changes and gas on this car. Like, that's the reality. But, you know, like, and then my Peterisms channel is always, like, so good for me because I sit down there and, like, I actually have, like, an out loud conversation about the meditations that I'm reading, which, you know, I read the meditations, like, in the morning, but if Tanya and I don't talk about a meditation that we both read, which is always typically just Melody Beatty, which that very rarely happens that we'll talk about a meditation anymore. You know, we used to do that a lot. We don't anymore, but sometimes we do. Then I don't really think about it any further past reading it, and then, like, it'll kind of linger with me throughout the day. If something happens, it'll kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, you know? And then, my BookTube channel, I just love, that's my passion. Just, I love books. I love everything about books. And then my Peter Reviews channel, I mean, what a godsend. I just have so much fun on that channel. It's just so fun to be goofy and tell silly little stupid stories and just try new, I love to try new things anyway, you know, like, so you guys know that, like, but I do, like, I love to try all those things, and it's so fun, you know, and it's kind of funny, like, what I thought that channel would be when I started. It's like I remember, like, okay, I haven't gone back and looked at the intro video in forever, but I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I haven't done half those things I ever said I was gonna do on there, and I don't know that I ever will, like test drive cars and do, I don't know, Costco memberships. But, like, I've had so much, I feel like what I love about that channel is that there's no, like, I don't feel like I never feel like I have to do this or do that. Like, I just do exactly what I want on that channel, and it's so fun, and I have such a good time. Like, I never think about, like I'll tell a story for 10 minutes and then try the food for 1 minute, and I love it. I have so much fun over there, you know? And then my drama channel, that's where I get to go and have my opinion about all of this YouTube pop culture stuff that, like, in all honesty, I don't really have a lot of other people to talk about, and I'm interested in it, you know? It's just like, people in my real life, like Tanya and Alex, are interested in pop culture, so I can talk to them about pop culture. Melissa's interested in that, you know, Valerie's interested in YouTube drama, and so is Tanya now too, so we talk about that. Whenever I talk to Valerie, she'll always ask me about, like, what's going on with this or what's going on with that. But, you know, like, I wouldn't say she's deeply interested in, like, watching the videos. Now, Tanya, she watches the videos. Like, Tanya will call me and tell me, and she'll say, like, did you see this, or did you see that? And I'm like, no, I haven't seen that. What is that? You know, whatever. But she's always, like, telling me stuff, interesting little things. And, so, you know, like, this car is, like, gaining on me. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, you know, like, I just love that channel so much. I have so much fun. I love all my channels. And, like, that's what I was saying, you know, like, it works so great for me because, like, I have 5 different channels and I get to do and be exactly who I want to be on 5 different channels. Why is this person, like, speeding up on me like that? Back up, dude. So, anyway, I get to be, like, I get it, like, at any moment on any different channel, I get to, like, kind of have, you know, I don't know, I just love it. I feel like I created, like, what's perfect working situation for me, and I just feel so completely blessed. You know, like Steven said in his video, he was talking about some quote. It was not an Abraham Hicks quote, it might be, but he said, it was about doing something that you love, you know, and, like, my dad always said to me, do what you love and the money will follow, and if the money doesn't follow, at least you do something that you love. And I have been blessed in my life to do several things that I've loved, you know, and this is one of them, and I feel completely blessed for this, you know. Do I have an extravagant life? No, but I have a good life. I have an amazing life, you know, and I get to work from home, I get to call my own shots, I get to spend time with my dogs and my husband and see my best friend. You know, it's an amazing life. I've been blessed. And I think that's also why sometimes, like, especially with, like, big YouTubers, I get so tired of hearing about the complaints and how they're getting, I'm like, you know, we're, like, on a platform that anybody can get on and start a channel for free. You don't have to do anything. And if you get so many subscribers and so many watch hours, you can monetize your channels, and then you can start making money off of it. Sometimes it's very little. Sometimes, I mean, I told you guys what I made, like, on, like, my booktube and Peterism's channel. You would, I mean, it literally breaks down to, like cents, okay? Like, CENTS per video. Like, that's not why I do it, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that about other, like, my drama channel, you know, but, and so, but I just feel like, that's why I sometimes, like, when YouTubers complain, I'm like, and I'm not talking about, like, there are some YouTubers out there that are, like, doing, like, musical things that are unbelievable, or they're doing, like, animation that is unbelievable, or whatever, you know? But, like, most videos are not, like, truly highly edited. They're, like, vlogs, or travel vlogs, or, you know, like, family vloggers that are like, let's show you a day in our life as a family that doesn't work and lives at home because they pay their bills off of YouTube, which isn't that fantastic? Isn't that fantastic that you get to spend every waking hour with your family? Some people are like, no, that would drive me crazy. But, like, let's not complain about it. Let's not complain about this blessed life, you know? And I will say that that has been one thing that has been consistent with my friends that I've had close friends that I've had on YouTube through the years that I've talked to, is we've always said that, you know, like, why do these people complain? Like, what a blessed life, you know? Like, what an amazing life to be able to do something that you love and that people like you, and some people, I mean, not everybody, you know what I mean? I used to complain a lot in my life, you know? Like, there was a period in my late 20s where I was a big complainer. I trimmed my beard and it's itching me, I don't know why. But I used to be somebody in my late 20s that complained a lot about all kinds of things, you know? All kinds of things. I'm not that person today. I don't want to be that person today, you know? I want to be grateful for what I have. I want to look at the things in my life and be like, wow, like, how many, such blessings I have, you know? Like, I mean, we just don't have, like, I mean, you know, like, our house is small. Like, when people come over, they're like, this is the perfect size for you, and that means small. Our house is really small. But it's, like, perfect size for Alex and I and the dogs. But, like, could we use more space? Absolutely. But, like, we don't need anything bigger. We're not, you know, we don't need to move into something else, you know? Like, we're happy there. It's our home, you know? And, I don't know, I just feel very blessed for my life. I feel like, and I know Alex feels the same way, we talk about it all the time, you know, that we've been given a lot in this world, and I'm very grateful for it. It's why I, like, try to practice from a point of gratitude and love, because I don't want that ever to be missed on me for one day, that, you know, but for the grace of God, my life could look very different. And, yeah, I love my life. It's like people say stuff, they'll say, like, how do you post 5 videos a day? Well, first of all, I don't edit. Okay, let's just be for real. So that's one thing. I don't edit. So really all I'm doing is filming a video, rendering it, which takes 10 to 15 minutes, and then uploading it. Now, I do just do, like, one straight through shot. So sometimes I have to start over a couple times. But that's usually if I don't, like, get the intro the way that I want it or something like that on a video. But, like, my review videos, I never do more than once because I've already started the food. You know, what are you going to do? My Peterisms, so I just go, I mean, typically I never really start the videos over more than once. The only times I ever would, like, on my drama channel, well, I mean, I have before for other things, like, if I, you know, like, go into an area that I'm like, okay, like, whatever, but, like, if I go way off on a tangent, but, like, if I start singing a song and it's just, like, stupid or whatever, I, like, lose my voice or whatever, like, I'll just start over, you know? Or sometimes I leave it in there, and sometimes I don't. Like, if I fan flipping and all that kind of stuff, just as like if I drop a fan or whatever, sometimes I start over, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just leave it in there, you know. And then I upload the videos. But the thing is, in all honesty, most of the people that I know that edit the hell out of their videos will tell me I love to edit my videos. Like, most people say that to me, like, that are big on editing. They're like, I love editing, it's one of my favorite things. Like, a lot of YouTubers say that. I don't understand that because I don't know anything about editing, but I could film 10 to 15 videos a day. And I mean, I'm telling you, and I have done it before. I've filmed 10 videos in a day before, because if we're going on a trip, pre-filming videos and stuff. But I can do it because I love it. I love being on YouTube. I love being able to talk to you guys, and that anybody wants to hear what I have to say. And I wish that for anybody, that, you know, that you're lucky enough to do something in your life that you love, that you feel passionate about, you know? There are days that I wake up that I think, not on any other channel with my drama channel, but, like, on my drama channel, like, how do I want to talk about this? Because, like, the last couple of days would be a good example of that, because it's like, just overall, it's like, just sad, you know, like, just, But I don't ever wake up and think to myself, I don't want to do this. Now, I may have said, so I'm sure somebody out there is fact-checking and saying, well, on, you know, March whatever, you said, I didn't want to make this. I may have said that at some point in the video, but I'm just telling you, I've never woken up and felt like I don't want to do this. And in fact, when the ball gets rolling, like, I almost can't stop. That's why, like, I go and I go and I go and I go. And I didn't stop tonight until like 10:30 doing stuff with YouTube. And I have such an amazingly patient husband that sat upstairs, you know, while I was filming videos and played Township and watched TikTok videos the whole time, you know? Because I, you know, like, film a video, get it up and get it ready, and then I watch it back, and then I post it. And, but I want that for everybody. I want everybody to be able to live a life beyond their wildest dream. I have that, you know? I want to have a relationship that you're proud of being in. That takes a lot of work. That's not something that just is handed to you. It does. Like, not all of us. And I remember my mom said to me one time, I was like, I don't understand. We were watching Jerry Springer, and there was like all these people. These two men were fighting over this woman. And I said to my mom, I said, how does this woman have two boyfriends and I can't even get one? Of course, I never went with like longer than about 2 months or 3 months without having a boyfriend, except for like a year in between relationships that I would take. But before that, like when I was younger, you know, and my mom said to me one time, she said, you know, we're none of us promised a mate in life, Peter, and I had to figure that out. And I can remember, like, I thinking how sad that was for my mom, you know, that she had kind of just resigned herself to the fact at some point that she probably wouldn't meet anybody again and be in a relationship. I know she was really sad about that. You know, my mom would always say, like, I wish I had a companion to share my life with and travel with and go out to dinner. And she said, I get very lonely. She was lonely. My mom was really, really lonely, you know. And she'd say, I don't really have anybody, you know, like my friends, they go home to their husbands or wives or whatever, you know, and it's like, then I come home with a book or a movie, you know, and some microwave popcorn or a gallon of ice cream. And that's how my mom lived the end of her life, you know. And I swear to God, I thought there was a clown standing out there. Oh my God, that freaked me out. It was like a power deal, but it was like, I thought it was like, God, my heart like shot up. That would have been weird, wouldn't it? But anyway, you know, like, I have gone on longer. I was like, tonight I was like, I'm only going to vlog for a half an hour because I want to get some sleep. I've been going on for almost an hour, and like an hour and 22 minutes now. But, you know, she was lonely, and I remember her saying that to me, though, you know, like, none of us are promised a mate in life. And if you have one, you're lucky. The relationships are hard, you know, but like, I think that one of the things I've learned in the last couple of years, you know, when our marriage was on the rocks, when I was putting my attention on the value of things versus the value of people before that. I mean, these are different things in a row. They don't go together necessarily. You know, when I was frantic and frenzied mind, constant, you know, when I was negative always about things. I always saw the negative, not the positive. And then I kind of had to do all this work on that, you know, and what I realized was nothing in life that's worth anything is easy. Like, it's all hard, right? But it's worth it. Like, it's worth it in the long run, you know? And like my marriage and, you know, having our house and our family and all of it, like, we didn't build what we have overnight, you know? But like, we don't have some huge fortune or anything. We have a small little family of my husband and I and our 2 dogs and my family and Alex's family and some close friends. And you know what? And that's a lot. And that's a lot more than some people have. And I'm grateful every single day for that. And my recovery, you know, I've worked so hard for, and the people that I have, and that I see life in a positive point of view, you know, whatever. You know, Steven said in his video last night, I'm not remembering everything, but he went into this whole thing about like, like love, talking about love and the importance of love and like self-love. And he talked about how he used to say self-deprecating things. It was kind of funny last night. I don't remember. There was like 3 things that he said that I was like, it's almost like he just watched my vlog, but he couldn't have because I posted it after he had his vlog up already. And I hadn't watched his vlog, but he was talking about like self-deprecation when I was talking about that last night. And he was like, you know, love yourself. Like, why don't you love yourself? Like, say things, you know, to yourself. Tell yourself what you love about yourself, you know? And he was talking about how he used to get in the mirror and he would look at himself, like get right in the mirror and say like, I hate you, you know? And whether we do that or not, like get right in the mirror, like so many of us, I think, treat ourselves like we hate ourselves. What for? Life is so short. Life is so short, you know? There's no reason for that. Let's not do that. Let's be grateful for the life that we've been given. Let's be happy for what we have. Let's not compare our lives to other people. It just isn't. We lose by comparison, like my friend told me a couple years ago. Let's not put ourselves down. Let's not, you know, let's be happy, you know, and lift ourselves up and love ourselves. And be kind to others too, you know, like, I think there's ways to give criticism. I'm not going to name this YouTuber, but there was a YouTuber that said something the other day I heard when I was like, see, for the drama channel, I have to watch all this crap sometimes, right? Stuff I don't want to watch. And there was this drama channel, there was this YouTuber, and she was in a live stream, and she was talking about, like, you don't criticize somebody. It was Gabby Hanna talking about her music, okay? And she was like, you don't criticize somebody. I mean, I almost, like, laughed. I started laughing so hard, but I almost, like, spit out my coffee, like, when I was, like, sitting on the front porch listening to this. I was like, seriously? So she's talking about like people that are like critiquing her music, and she's like, there's critiquing and there's criticism. I don't know that I agree that there's a whole lot of difference. I think we look at criticism as negative, but like if you talk about literary criticism, that's not negative, okay? I was in creative writing classes in my undergrad program where we would have to bring a story in every week and copies for everybody, and each person would read it, and you would have to sit there while people literally decimated your stories, okay? And I can remember there would be people in that class that just could not handle it, and our professor, who is such a fantastic, mild-mannered man, he was so good, and he really helped me a lot when I came back from like getting sober and stuff. He just was such a kind soul. And I remember he would say to these people, if you cannot handle this, you cannot handle the publishing world. You cannot handle having your work published, because they're literally going to take your piece and tear it apart. And they're going to just edit. And if you can't handle that, then this is not anything that you're, you know, made out for. So here's Gabby Hanna talking about her music, and she says, educating her audience, she says, wasn't everybody taught, and I was not taught this, so I can honestly say I've never heard the saying before she said it, but she said, didn't we all learn when we were in elementary school about the, what did she call it? The criticism sandwich or something like the critique sandwich or something, and she's like, compliment, or the compliment sandwich. Compliment, criticism, compliment. I was like, what? No, I've never heard that, gal. I've never heard that in my life. That I'm supposed to compliment you about something, then critique your work, and then compliment. I mean, I don't know anybody that would take that statement seriously. That is the biggest buffoonery I've ever heard in my entire life, you know? I think sometimes the kindest thing that we can do to people is to critique them honestly in a kind way. If it's like a huge issue, like deal for them, you know, like like there's a lot of people that have issues with my intro on my drama channel, you know? If I got mass amounts of people that were like, we cannot do this intro, I would not do the intro anymore, you know what I mean? But the thing is, every time I bring it up, there's tons of people that are like, I love your intro, I love your intro. I get, you know, people sending me messages of them doing my intro and, you know, recording themselves and all this kind of stuff. So until I'm not getting that anymore, I'm gonna keep on doing my intro because it seems like some people out there like it, and that's why I do it. Just like my outro over here, and I said the other day, like somebody commented on, I do it for that one person that enjoys it and thinks it's a meditation, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm gonna continue to do that until people don't like it. But if I was like, I don't need people to say, I love you, Peter, you're the nicest person in the entire world, but I don't like your outro, but you're the nicest. I don't need that, you know? Like, somebody can just come on here and say, like, it stopped. I mean, I don't need somebody to come on here and be like, your outro is effing stupid, and you're effing stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need that. But if somebody wanted to come on here and be like, somebody said it the other day, they said something like, your outro has literally gotten to be like 20 minutes long, and I started laughing because it's so true. But like, you know, like, okay, that's a fair statement. Like, that's a fair criticism, you know, like, we're like, what happened that we got to be adults and we need complimentary sandwiches? What is that, a compliment sandwich? What is that? Like, that is so, that means I should not have my stuff out there in the world because I cannot handle the critique of it, is what it is. Compliment sandwich. The buffoonery of it all. It's like, you know, for so long, I tried to walk this really fine line on YouTube on my drama channel and just be like, because, you know, like how I really feel off camera sometimes comes across as like that, like what buffoonery, like compliment sandwich, you know. But if I say that in a video, people are like, oh, you're being so mean to Gabby Hanna. So I kind of like walked this line, and I was like, you know, like maybe we should, you know, I don't know how I would say that before. Like, I don't even know. Like, I probably wouldn't even I just wouldn't even comment on it, you know? And I would just kind of like give the story, and it was so lackluster and boring, and I felt like I've become so boring on this channel. You know, I'd watch my videos back and I'd be like, who cares? You don't even have an opinion, you know? And then recently, it's like, I started saying my opinion, and it's like 90% of the comments that are getting, people are like, oh my God, like, you're so real, I appreciate it. And then I get the 5% that are like, I loved you for so long, but you're so mean now. I'm like, when is honest mean? I don't know. Like, when did being honest become mean? That you can't, like, I don't know. You can't have an opinion because, you know, it's like, then you're a mean person or whatever. I'm not a mean person, I know that. I don't take that comment to heart. I mean, like, I don't understand it, but I don't take it to heart because, like, I know I'm not a mean person. So, like, I've met some mean people, but I'm not one of them. You know what I mean? And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So if you want to think that I'm a mean person, well, so be it. Did I put my lip gloss away again? Why do I do this every single night? Okay, I want to talk about lemonade stands for a second before I close this out, because I'm at an hour and a half now. Well, it looks like an hour and 33 minutes I just passed, but it's probably less than that with the, because it ends before 30 minutes. I was laying in bed tonight. Now, kids in our neighborhood, well, outside neighborhood, because our neighborhood is mostly older people. I had the hiccups. But in the outlying neighborhood, there's a lot of kids, and they'll have lemonade stands, you know? And I was thinking tonight about lemonade stands. I don't know why I got thinking so, it made me so sad. I got so sad about it, right? I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about when I was a kid. Like, you know, some friend of mine on the street. First of all, just put this in perspective for you. my house was on a cul-de-sac, okay? A very long street. It wasn't like we were getting lots of traffic. This was when I was young, you know, like 5, 6, 7. Like my little neighbor friend. We would, like, he and I would be like, let's do and I had another, like, the little girl across the street. She was older, like a year older than me. We'd be like, let's do a lemonade stand, you know? So we do the lemonade stand. We put the table out there, you know, bring all the furniture. Because back then you didn't have, like, you know how you can buy these lemonade stands and stuff? No, we didn't do all that. And we didn't even have card tables and stuff, you know? So, you know, our parents didn't play cards. So do you remember people actually had card tables to play cards? But we didn't have folding tables and all that kind of stuff. So we literally brought, like, legit furniture out. I can remember bringing tables out and stuff, and my mother would be like, that better end up back inside here and not out on the street. So we'd take, like, a table from inside, you know, like some end table or something next to the couch. We'd bring it outside. We'd lay down a tablecloth, you know, because we'd want it to be real nice. We were going to have the first class best lemonade stand. And this is where I started getting kind of sad about it, about how innocent-minded I was, you know, about the world. Like, what happens when you become so jaded about the world, you know? Like, I don't want to be that anymore. I want to be like, I want to look at the world with awe and wonder again. I feel like I'm kind of getting back to that lemonade stand mentality, you know? Where you look at the world and you're excited about stuff and things make you happy and you're like, yeah, you know, like, you have that kind of, like, awe and wonder. Like, I want that lemonade stand mentality, like I just said. But anyway, you know, so we'd be out there and we weren't just going to have a lemonade stand. We were going to have the lemonade stand. You know, so we put out a tablecloth, some Christmas tablecloth, you know, white tablecloth or something like that, you know. And of course we'd have to make a sign. And then we'd make lemonade. But we wouldn't just make lemonade. We'd have, like, lemonade, iced tea. We'd have options, okay? Free refills always, of course, you know, because people are going to stand there for 2 hours and just drink lemonade all day on the stand, you know. God, I look back at that. It's so sweet, but, like, we were so serious about it. Like, we were really so serious about it. Like, I'm thinking back, and I don't know how I even remember it so clearly being that age, but, like, we were so serious about it, you know? And then we'd be like, we would have this conversation, and it's like, well, if they're going to be drinking lemonade and they're going to be having iced tea, well, of course they're going to want something to eat, you know? So then we're breaking out cookies, but we had to put them on, like, real nice plates because, you know, we have paper plates so they could take it with them with a napkin. Because, of course, you know, if you're going to stand there, you're going to eat your cookie and have your lemonade, you're going to want a paper plate. We had paper plates and napkins and the whole 9 yards. We had all this stuff out on this table, you know. And then we had a tip jar. And then we also had a cash register because I had a plastic cash register back in the day. Because, of course, I like to play store. So, anyway, I like to play everything. House, store, teacher, everything. Basically, just like to run businesses. Now kids have the Sims. Back then, we just actually acted it all out, you know. But anyway, so there we got our, you know, cash register. And we got lemonade, pink lemonade, water. Because some people just like water, you know. Iced tea, we got sugar packets, we got cookies. I think one time we did graham cracker, we had to cook it, you know. We had graham crackers with white frosting inside of it. We had everything out there. God, and then, you know, we do it all the night before, and then we decide that we were going to set it up the next day, you know. We were going to sit out there all day. We were going to make a fortune off this lemonade stand. Oh my God, and then we'd sit out there, you know, from like 9 in the morning, and we, like, you know, we'd be out there so early with this lemonade stand, and not one person would come. You know, and like one person would like be speed walking down the street, like one lone walker, you know, with their Walkman on. We'd be like, yeah, you want some lemonade? We have lemonade, we have iced tea and cookies and free refills, you know. Then about 11:30 or 12, and we've been sweltering out there in the heat for so long, you know, like my mom would come out and she'd get a glass of lemonade, and she'd give us a $5 bill, you know, and she'd say, we'd be like, well, we've got, because of course we had to, you know, my mom would have to give us cash for the cash register the night before, so we had change to make for the people that were coming to buy. For all the people that were gonna come and buy all this lemonade. Oh my God, why am I laughing so hard about this? Oh, it's just so, I don't know, it's just so, like, I've looked at the world like that for so long. You would talk about, oh my God, like, I'm not going to start crying because I'm not sad. It really is that funny to me. I don't know why. That all my life I've had these such weird expectations for the world, you know? Oh my God. But we did, you know, like my mom. Okay, I officially have the giggles. But my mom would have to give us all this change. I don't know why it was that moment that just put me over the edge. But my mom would have to give us all this change. Like, of course, we needed, like, you know, we needed change for a 20. We needed all this change. You know, she'd be like, am I going to get it back? Well, of course you're going to get it back, you know, but after we've made all this money in this lemonade stand. And so she'd come out there, you know, and like she'd give us a $5 bill, and you know, she had supplied all the money for the cash register anyway. You know, we're sitting out there like in our lawn chairs, like real serious about it. And you know, kids are asking us like if we want to play baseball. No, we got a lemonade stand today. Not today, maybe tomorrow, you know. And then and so, you know, like my mom would come out and she'd give us a $5 bill, and we'd be like, now, do you want change for that? Like real serious. She'd be like, no, that's your tip. And so then we'd, like, you know, of course have to take the 10 cents out from the to put back into the cash register, and then we'd take the $4.90 and put it in the tip jar, you know, and then making change. And then maybe the neighbor down the street would come down and she'd buy some lemonade, but you know, she just wanted to be like, so she'd give us the 10 cents for the lemonade or a quarter and be like, keep the change, you know. But that would be it. Like 2 or 3 people would come out. Like towards the end of the day, we'd be like, you think we should do the lemonade stand again tomorrow? Maybe it just wasn't a busy day, you know. We didn't. But I was thinking about that today. I was also thinking about, like, in the summer building forts. Like somehow, so the street that I lived in was like had woods behind it on my side, and like heavy woods, like with a creek, and I mean it was like really heavily wooded, and it was kind of scary actually at times. So anyway, where am I at on time? God, I've gone so long tonight. So we would always want to make forts back there in the summer, you know. And I was thinking about this tonight. I was thinking it's so funny, like, I mean, we would do baseball games and stuff like that, but like not every day. Like we would build these forts. He's like, my dad built me a tree house actually. I had this like tree, it was like a nice tree house. Like it wasn't like in a tree. It was like actually like a second story, like it just had a second floor. You like walked up, it was on like stilts, and you like walked up on the stairs and stuff. It was really nice. It had like a roof and everything. It was right behind the house though, like right when you stepped into the woods. But we would want to build forts and bridges over the creek and all kinds of stuff. And these would be like projects that we would start that we knew were going to take like a month, right? And I can remember like working on it and we were so serious. We would be out there, you know, like literally like 8 hours a day, like in the creek and in the mud. And we had a lot of clay in those creeks. And we would pull this gray clay up, and then we would like, you know, pack the fort. I mean, we made these serious forts. And then like I can remember, and like one of them like at one point was like right behind our house, like not right behind our house, but like probably like 200 to 300 feet into the woods, like on the other side of the creek, because there was like kind of like this island on the other side of the creek. And I can remember we would like work on it and work on it and work on it. And then I was thinking to myself tonight, like, when school ended, we must have just stopped working on it. You know, we must have just been like done. And I can remember like looking out at the woods at one point, I don't know, like just in seeing that fort out there or something, I guess. But like, we must have just, like when school started, just been like, we're done with it, it's over. And then the next summer, pick up on a different fort. It's funny being a kid, isn't it? Summer seemed to last forever. I'd read so many books, and we'd play outside all night long and catch fireflies. Do you remember that? There's so many fireflies this year in Indianapolis. I was thinking about that. You know, we're talking about like all these natural changes that we've seen with like, you know, the COVID and like people not working and factories not working as much and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm seeing all of these fireflies. Well, we haven't seen as many the last couple of years, but this year there's a lot of them. And I was thinking about it. I was like, this is so weird that there's so many fireflies. And I was sitting outside, and you can see them, like when we're sitting inside watching TV, you can see them on the back patio. And I'm like, this is crazy. Here's another car, and they are literally riding my tail. You guys, I am not a slow driver, I swear. I'm gonna pull in here and let this person like go around me, because this is driving me nuts. Did you hear that? I guess you have somewhere to go. He's turning around. Are you kidding me? Is he turning around? It looks like he's turning around. I'm not going that way. He's just like stopped up there at that green light. I'm not going up that way. That scares me. But anyway, it's weird being a kid, isn't it? When like, I don't know. Fireflies, I was talking about fireflies. I love summer. I used to say that fall and winter, well, fall was my favorite season, and I do love fall, but I have to say summer's my favorite season now. Crazy, I never thought I would say that, but I really love summer. I really, really love it. All right, you guys, listen, I have gone on long enough, and I want to listen to a little bit of my audiobook on my way home so I can finish it one of these days. Well, I'll finish it before the live stream next week. You guys, I didn't even finish one book in the month of June. I cannot even believe it. Next month, I am just going to have to read and read and read and listen to books and on and on and on. Anyway, so I'm going to get off here now. I hope you guys are having, well, anyway, where do I go back? George Harrison, My Sweet Lord, just came on the radio. On the 70s on 7, pop. Pop. Did you guys ever see the movie Stand By Me? Oh my God, so good. See, this is why I can't finish my outro, like, because it takes me forever. I start thinking stuff. Anyway, I wore my green shirt again tonight because it's so comfy. If you guys made it this far in the vlog, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. If you liked this vlog, if you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That would mean the world to me. And make sure that you're still subscribed to all my channels. Or if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I would love it. And I will leave Steven's channel up again, so please go check out Steven's channel. He just vlogs and talks like I do, but he sits on his couch instead of driving. And, yeah. And, let's see. If you'd like to leave a comment, put a comment in the comment section below. I appreciate it. I read all the comments. And I don't comment back, but sometimes I read them in videos. And if you'd just like to leave a blue heart, leave a blue heart. The blue heart represents all of us over here. It's the Wolf Pack, just trying to get the Wolf Pack, W-O-O-F, not Wolf Pack, just Wolf Pack, trying to get through life one day at a time, just trying to be kind to each other, practicing gratitude, you know, paying it forward, just trying to, you know, do the best that we can do, and kind of, you know, all of us together. And, yeah, so put a blue heart down there for all that. And I love you guys. I really do. I love this channel so much, and you guys make it possible, so I really appreciate it. Because if it wasn't for you watching it, I wouldn't be posting videos, you know? Although I always said I would post videos even if I just had 5 people watching, and I believe that. So, I guess we will see if I ever just have 5 people watching, if I'm still vlogging every night for 2 hours. I don't know. I hope so. I hope I would for those 5 people. I really do. So today, I think I would. Ask me 15 years down the road. I don't know if I'm going to want to get in a car when I'm like, how old will I be then? Let's see, 48, 58. I don't know if I'm going to want to get in a car when I'm 63 years old and vlog for an hour and a half if I only have 5 people watching, no offense. But anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. Oh, it's Sunday. It's my birthday eve. Somebody, I think it was Maricela, somebody said, happy birthday Eve, or something like that. It was real funny. So, I think we're going to go to brunch tomorrow, actually. To Cafe Patashu. Not the one by us, because it's not open yet, but the other one. Or somewhere, maybe. If I get up in time, that's the trick. Anyway, I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, don't have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun today. Do something exciting. You know, watch a movie. Order some pizza or some good food. Do DoorDash, or, you know, get carry out, or go somewhere if you feel comfortable doing that, feel safe doing that. And what else? Start a book, start a movie. Do a craft, do your favorite craft. Whatever you are passionate about in this life, whatever you want to do with your life, do something today that is putting one foot forward towards that goal, and one day it will come true for you. Living your dream life, I hope. And I used to talk a lot about that on here. I haven't talked a lot about that in a long time. Anyway, I did the dream project thing, and I haven't talked about that in a long time on here. So maybe we should talk about that sometime, living your dream life. And, yeah. And, also do something that will make yourself proud when you look back on it tomorrow or the next day. Or, where am I at on time? I was like, God, am I almost 26 minutes? But no, I'm at 20 minutes. Also do something that will make yourself proud when you look back on it tomorrow or the next day, or next week or next month or next year, or 10 years from now, or 20 years from now, or 50 years from now, or 60 years from now, or 69 years from now, or 80 years from now, or 88 years from now, or 100 years from now, or 110 years from now. The air feels so good outside. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and say to yourself, I love you, and at least one positive affirmation like, you are valuable. And every night before you go to bed, look in the mirror and say to yourself, I love you, and at least one positive affirmation like, you are valuable. And every night before you go to bed, say to yourself, tomorrow is going to be an amazing day. I'm going to be happy, joyous, and free all day tomorrow. I'm going to sing, I'm going to dance, I'm going to laugh, I'm going to cry if I want to. I'm going to feel my emotions. I'm going to talk to my friends and family and hang out with them maybe. Spend some time alone. I'm going to spend time doing things I love, my favorite craft or hobby, eating some great food. I'm going to have great opportunities all day. And I'm going to, all day tomorrow, and I'm going to have positive experiences all day. Or I'm going to have great opportunities come my way, and I'm going to have positive experiences all day long. And when you wake up, say to yourself, today, when you wake up, tomorrow, when you wake up, say to yourself, today, I'm going to be happy, today is going to be an amazing day, I'm going to be happy, joyous. See, it's gotten so long. And when you wake up, say to yourself, today is going to be an amazing day, I'm going to be happy, joyous, and free all day today. I'm going to laugh, I'm going to sing, I'm going to dance, I'm going to cry if I want, I'm going to take a nap, I'm going to take a walk, take a run, I'm going to go work out, I'm going to eat some great food, I'm going to read a great book, listen to some great music, don't ever forget that, Grateful Dead, and I'm going to practice gratitude, and, oh, I forgot to say this about the night before, and if tomorrow my day gets off track and I start getting negative, I can start my day over whenever I want. And then when you say it to yourself the next day, you're going to have positive experience, or you're going to have great opportunities come your way all day long, and you're going to have positive experiences all day long, and you're going to hang out with your friends and family, or talk to your friends and family. You're going to be happy, joyous, and free all day long. Today is going to be an amazing day. You're going to say to yourself all of these things. Great opportunities come your way, positive experiences all day long. You're going to laugh, you're going to smile, you're going to sing, you're going to dance. I've said all of this. You're going to cry if you want, you're going to take a nap, you're going to eat great food. Great opportunities come your way and positive experiences all day long. And if your day gets off track and you get negative, or if you start thinking negatively, you can start your day over whenever you want. And most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Just text somebody, anybody, a friend, just randomly look through your phone and say, I haven't talked to this person in a while, and just text them and say, hey, I was thinking of you. How you doing? And, all of us like to have somebody notice us. I say that a lot on here, but I think it's important to notice each other in life and say, I see you, and you matter to me, And also practice random acts of kindness, but like I always say, don't tell anyone. Just do it because it's the right thing to do. Just do it because it's a good thing to do. It's nice to put positivity and love and kindness and compassion out there in the world. Just try it. Just try doing some random acts of kindness and not telling anybody. And trust me, when you do, you'll feel it inside. And it's also, it's you're contributing to the positivity of the world, and you're contributing to the positivity of yourself and self-love. You're loving others and you're loving yourself in the same moment, and that's pretty powerful, you know. So let's do random acts of kindness and not tell anyone. And I think that's it. So anyway, I had fun tonight talking about this. I had a good time tonight. I got a little scared in the parking lot, and when I thought I saw the clown, but I had fun tonight. So thank you for listening, and I've got one more day to be 47. It seems so strange. Not really, I guess. I don't know. I've been saying I'm 48 for so long that like, do you ever do that the day before your birthday? Like, you know, 2 months before your birthday, you're like, I'm almost 48, I'm almost 48, I'm almost 48, I'm 48, I'm 48, and then one more day to be 47. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!